The impact of invasive species on native chameleon populations is a complex and multifaceted issue that threatens the biodiversity and ecological balance of habitats worldwide. Chameleons, with their unique adaptations and specific habitat requirements, are particularly vulnerable to the pressures exerted by invasive species. These pressures can come in various forms, including competition for food and habitat, predation, and the introduction of diseases, all of which can lead to declines in native chameleon populations. Invasive species, whether they are plants, animals, or pathogens, can alter the environmental conditions of the ecosystems they invade. For chameleons, which are highly dependent on specific microhabitats for survival, such changes can be detrimental. Invasive plant species can alter the structure of habitats, changing the availability of crucial basking and hiding spots that chameleons rely on for thermoregulation and protection from predators. Similarly, invasive animal species can compete with chameleons for food resources, such as insects, reducing the availability of essential nutrients needed for growth, reproduction, and survival. One of the most direct impacts of invasive species on chameleons is through predation. Non-native predators, often lacking natural predators in their new environments, can thrive and multiply, posing a significant threat to native chameleon species. These invasive predators may not only prey upon adult chameleons but also on their eggs and juveniles, significantly impacting the reproductive success and long-term viability of native populations. Furthermore, invasive species can be carriers of diseases or parasites to which native chameleons have no immunity or resistance. The introduction of these pathogens can lead to outbreaks of disease that can decimate chameleon populations, further exacerbated by the stress caused by habitat competition and predation pressures. The impact of invasive species is not limited to direct interactions with chameleons. Invasive species can also lead to cascading effects within ecosystems, altering the relationships between different species and the environment. For example, the introduction of an invasive plant species may lead to the decline of a particular insect species that chameleons feed on, indirectly affecting their food supply. Similarly, the removal of native vegetation can lead to increased soil erosion and changes in microclimate, further degrading the habitat quality for chameleons. Conservation efforts to protect native chameleon populations from the impact of invasive species are critical. These efforts can include the control or eradication of invasive species through physical, chemical, or biological means. However, such measures must be carefully planned and executed to avoid further harm to native species and ecosystems. Restoration of native habitats can also help support chameleon populations, providing them with the necessary resources and conditions for survival. Public education and awareness are also vital components of conservation strategies. By informing the public about the dangers of releasing non-native species into the environment and the importance of preserving native habitats, conservationists can help prevent the introduction and spread of invasive species. Research plays a crucial role in understanding the impact of invasive species on native chameleon populations. Studies on the ecology and behavior of chameleons, as well as the dynamics of invasive species, can provide valuable insights into effective conservation and management strategies. Monitoring programs can also help track the health and trends of chameleon populations, allowing for timely interventions when necessary. In conclusion, the impact of invasive species on native chameleon populations is a significant conservation concern that requires a coordinated and multifaceted approach to address. Through habitat restoration, invasive species control, public education, and research, it is possible to mitigate these impacts and protect the unique and diverse species of chameleons that enrich our natural world.